Today on EA Sports, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Gunners taking on the Chicago Tigers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Tigers and the Houston Gunners. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their... And we are underway from Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Lamb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 61 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Madden. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Madden. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Gunners are on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is...
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lamb. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hart. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, fun on the first drive. Looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it. Any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Madden.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing on first down. Madden. Escaping. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Madden. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Lamb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2nd and 2.
A shotgun handoff now. Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, Lamb. Under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Lamb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Lamb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Madden, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Madden. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, Madden.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun. Madden, he finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Foster on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first down carry for Foster. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lamb looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Lamb got his man complete over the middle. It's Hart. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Foster. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Tigers are an extra point away from drawing level.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Houston set to take over.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on first down. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
throwing on first down. Madden. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hunter. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Madden. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Gunners have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
On 1st and 10, Lamb. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Open man, here's Foster. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. On 1st down, Lamb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Lamb. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Lamb. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lamb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Gunners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away.
And thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start in the NFC. The Rams on the road at Detroit. That's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw on second down. Madden throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw. Madden. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Madden. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Madden, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw again, Madden, and he comes back with one complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Throwing on 1st down. Madden firing quickly here, and that's complete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Madden.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Madden. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Gunners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run up the middle with Foster.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and get extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Operating from the gun. Lamb, he finds Ledge. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw on second down. Lamb.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Going up the middle, Foster. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Lamb. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lamb. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Madden. Flush to, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Lamb.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little good there, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lamb got an open man. It's Foster. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Madden. Flushed out right. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. Ooh, with a juke. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Delayed give to Foster as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Lamb got his man complete over the middle. It's Foster.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On 1st and 10, Lamb.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Operating from the gun, Lamb. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on third down. Lamb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Houston set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Madden. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Madden over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Madden. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On first down, Madden.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing on first down. Lamb. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. To throw on third down. Lamb. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lamb. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lynch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the home team here, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.